Michael Crampton joining you tonight, talking about the core element of your business. Now, some of you would have heard me talking previously and just recently that I work for Telstra. A little bit of a background there in that I'm part of a very small team looking after a very important and key computer system that is used by Telstra and its staff around Australia on a day-to-day basis. That particular system falls in the category of being a core system. We call it a core system because it is essential to Telstra's everyday running for its customers, for its workload, and for its constructors who we've actually got doing our work. Now, I'm going to run through some figures with you, and at the end of these figures there will be a message, and I hope that the message brings you some value so that you can concentrate on what is the core element of your business. Okay, so this particular computer system, I'll give you some figures that I heard today. Now, on average, this particular system is generating 150,000 work orders per year. Well, the system's not generating it. People are actually loading work orders into this system at that rate, on average 150,000 work orders per year. The mathematics of that works out to be 3,000 work orders a week. Breaking it down even further, that's 600 work orders per day, and breaking it down even further, that's 75 work orders per hour around the whole of Australia. Now, those figures I gave you are purely for new work orders. There are other transactions going on apart from that, which I won't go into. The figures I've already given you are significant already. That particular system is generating in the order of $1 to $2 billion of revenue every year. Now, I'm in an area that we have to maintain that system for our users, and if there is a downtime or the system has fallen over or crashed or whatever, you can appreciate from those figures I just gave you, it can have significant impact on the user, on the business, and more importantly on the company as a whole. And just to reflect that, I'll give you an example, that it would cost the company between $1 and $2 million per day for each day that that system is off the air. If you add into there other things such as overtime that would need to be used to input all the information that we couldn't put into the system whilst it was down, you can start to appreciate the inconvenience and the costings that this whole exercise is going to cost. So it is of absolute paramount of importance that this system must not run any less than 99.99% efficiency all the time. Can't stress that enough, all the time. In fact, if there is the slightest hint of a capacity overload or an alarm happening, then the system administrators actually get text messages, not emails anymore, that's old hat. They actually get text messages so that they can be called in as an emergency to fix that fault. Consequently, because of that level of service and the degree of urgency and importance that this system has on Telstra's everyday working, we have an arrangement that gives us absolute premium service, gold service, okay? Meaning that we get at the very, very best that we get a 2-hour response, and within half a day the system must be back up and running at very worst. So what's that all got to do with you and me and business? Well, imagine this is your company. After all, you're representing your business and your company. You are the CEO of it. If you had in your company that amount of money going out the door, that $1 to $2 million per day was going out the door because your company wasn't running as efficiently as it could, or the systems or processes that you had in place weren't running to the absolute maximum, could you afford that? No, not many companies could, not in this day and age. The principle of my message is there anything that you are doing each and every day that is less than efficient? Is what you're doing allowing things to go out the door? Is there something then you can think of that can tighten up on what you're doing to make your process and your systems and your company, your business, just that little bit more efficient, and look to how you can improve it each and every day? We don't want to see our businesses fail, of course. We don't want to see them go backwards. We want to see them go forwards. That's obvious. So we need to be making sure that we, as the person who is running our business, is working at the absolute efficient level that we can work at. I trust this message has given you some value. I think that those figures are quite staggering, even for a large company such as Telstra. Of course, as I said, we're not working to that same, we're not a big company like they are, but the principle is still the same. I'll leave you with that message. Trust you've got some value. Always appreciate any feedback, comments, likes, whatever, as long as it's polite. But yes, I hope you got some value from what I've just shared with you. I look forward to sharing some more information with you tomorrow. All the best. Cheers now.